Long ago, in the village of Umuaka, there stood a palm tree unlike any other. It grew taller than the tallest iroko and bore fruits larger than a man's fist. Its fronds danced with the wind as they carried secrets from the spirit world. The villagers called it Nkwu Nso, the sacred palm. No one dared to climb it, for it was said to belong to the gods. The elders warned, the ancestors feed on its fruit, and any mortal who dares touch it will call misfortune upon himself. The palm stood in the village square, watching generations pass, its fruits ripening and falling, yet no one touches it. But in this same village lived a young man called Obidi, strong, daring, and restless. He was known for his stubborn spirit. While other youths respected the elders, Obidi often laughed at their warnings. Are we to starve while fruit rots before us? He would say. What use is a tree if its fruit cannot be eaten? The elders shook their heads. Pride walks before a fall, they said, but Obidi's ears were deaf to wisdom. So one moonlight evening, as the villagers gathered for teas, Obidi rose before the crowd. I will climb the sacred palm, he declared, gasping the air. Mothers pulled their children close. The elders rebuked him. Leave the palm, boy, it's not for you. But Obidi only laughed. Fear has blinded you all. Tomorrow I will prove you wrong. The next morning, as the cock crowed, Obidi marched to the village square. Children trailed after him. Women and men shook their heads and covered their mouths in dread. Before their very eyes, Obidi tied a rope around his waist and began climbing the forbidden palm. The wind howled. The leaves shivered, though no storm was near. At the very top, Obidi plucked one massive fruit and held it high. See, he shouted, the gods have no power over me. The villagers trembled. Suddenly, a voice deeper than thunder rolled from the heavens. Greedy child, you have mocked the sacred. You shall learn that not all fruits are meant for the stomach. Obidi froze. His body stiffened, his skin hardened, and before the crowd's eyes, he turned into the very fruit he had stolen. The palm tree swallowed him whole, and the fronds closed like arms around their new prisoner. Silence fell. The villagers wailed, and the elders bowed their heads. He has become one of the curse, they whispered. But the story did not end there. Years passed. The sacred palm bore no more fruits. Its fronds dropped as if mourning. Children grew, elders died, and still the tree stood in sorrow. Then one day, a drought struck the land. Rivers dried, yam barns emptied, and famine spread. The people gathered in despair, praying to the gods for mercy. That night, an old woman appeared in the king's dream. Her eyes glowed like fireflies, and her voice carried the weight of ages. The curse of Obidi binds your land. Only humility can break it. Send your bravest, not to pluck the fruit, but to ask the spirit of the palm for forgiveness. At dawn, the king gathered the people. Who among us will face the sacred palm and beg for mercy? He asked. But fear gripped every heart. No one stepped forward. Then, a young maiden named Nneka rose. She was not the strongest nor the wealthiest, but her heart was pure. I will go, she said. For what is life if my people starve? The villagers wept, for they feared she too would be swallowed. But Nneka walked boldly to the tree. She knelt beneath its towering trunk, placed her forehead on the earth, and spoke softly. Great Spirit of the palm, we have wronged you. Forgive us. Take not our lives, but restore our land. Obidi's pride was not the heart of us all. We are your children. Have mercy. The palm shivered. Its fronds rattled like drums of the ancestors. Then from its trunk came a voice, Obidi's voice, but filled with sorrow. I was blind with pride, and my foolishness brought this curse. But this maiden's humility has loosened my chains. The palm cracked open. From it fell a single glowing fruit. Nneka caught it in her hands. The elders quickly split it, and its juice filled pots like flowing palm wine. Every family drank, and strength returned to their bodies. The drought ended, rain fell, and the land blossomed once more. The sacred palm tree bore fruits again, and this time the fruits were smaller, humble, and shared freely during festivals. Yet one fruit, high at the top, remained untouched, a reminder of Obidi. For on quiet nights, the villagers swore they could hear his voice whispering from the fronts. Pride turned me into a curse, but humility set my people free. Remember, not all fruits are yours to pluck. From then on, elders told this tale under the moonlight, warning the children. Greed blinds, pride destroys, but humility saves. Respect the sacred, for the ancestors watch, and not all trees are meant to be climbed. Thank you for listening to this wonderful story. I believe you have learned something from the story. You can drop your lessons in the comment section. Kindly remember to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.